Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here on location at Dream House Dream Kitchens over on Verona Road in Madison. And
What a treat.
It is a treat to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my
Beautiful
mouth is
space.
watering. I mean, they've got a fully functioning kitchen here, which is so cool.
I think several possibly.
Yeah,
this
probably
is outstanding.
several. So we'll talk with them in a little bit. But first, we're going to be joined by Cynthia Walker from Greenway Crossing Montessori School. Cynthia, welcome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
We're glad to have you.
You know, I've heard a lot about Montessori schools, and I've learned a little bit about what they do, but can you talk to viewers a little bit about what exactly a Montessori classroom looks like?
Yes, please.
Well, a Montessori classroom is divided up in areas. We have a sensorial area, a language area, a math area, history area, geography area, science area, and my favorite, the practical life area.
Okay.
And I also like language.
Okay.
One misconception about Montessori is that people think we let the kids, it's because it's free choice, that we let the kids just do whatever.
They need to.
Yes.
No structure.
Right.
Right,
Right.
but that's not true.
Right.
The children do have free choice.
Right.
What the difference is the way the room's set up. We have a particular way we set a room up where it kind of guides them to where they need to go. And the teachers are constantly working with the children, and they keep records so they know if Johnny needs to work on his sounds, or if Madeline needs to work a little bit in practical life because she's having a hard time concentrating. The teachers, my wonderful teachers, they work individually with children or in very small groups. We give the children presentations.
Okay.
And then through that presentation, they learn the basics, and then they hand it over to the child. And they will ask, if the child can ask any question they want, or come and get the teacher, or wherever, of the activity they're doing. Sure. For instance, rolling out the alphabet and do initial sounds. The teacher will work with them with the initial sounds with pictures.
Interesting. And that's kind of interesting too, because that's a different way of learning the alphabet rather than A, B, C. Learning those sounds really helps them phonetically get that word together.
That's what it's all about. We do not teach the children the ABC song. What we do is teach them the sounds. Then it's much easier. They can pick up a book and read. And they usually do it about 3.5, 4 years old, and they are just go crazy.
Yeah, it's such
Very
an
cool.
interesting and unique way of learning that I think it's hard for people to grasp, because we're so used to that classroom setup where
The
there's a
direct
teacher in
instruction.
front,
Yeah.
and then there's a row of desks. And Montessori school, you're learning at a pace that is at least equal to those of the public school systems, but it's just
Yes.
a totally different
Right.
way of going about it.
You know, we say the children have free choice. There's a limit within that free choice because they watch where the children are at. We don't want, like, Mike might like to just work in history, but then it's the teacher's job to make language interesting. Like, whoa, I have something to show you today.
And for each individual student, which is very different
Yes.
from a more traditional classroom style where
Yes.
the lesson does not cater to the individual. It is a group setting. So that's one thing that I really
Right.
like
It's
about
very
it.
individualized and very much guided learning, it kind of sounds like.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to talk really quick about the school demographics and kind of what that looks like.
I'm very proud of our demographics because we cover, I think we have just about every nationality you can possibly think of. We're bilingual, so there's 2 languages going on in every classroom, Spanish and English, even in the infant room. And we have just, I mean, it's wonderful. You walk into that room and it's like a little rainbow. And I
That's
love
wonderful. No, that's really nice. And I think that's great for students to grow up in that environment too.
Right, and Maria Montessori believed wholeheartedly that to achieve world peace, we have to get to know each other's customs. So that's kind of what we strive for, not to be afraid of each other, but to join.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And we've talked a little bit about classroom structure, and I'm going to actually jump ahead a little bit and talk to us a little bit about like why. Obviously, we talked about how this is very different than your traditional public school setting, but what are the benefits? Like, what would make somebody want to choose a Montessori setting?
Personally, the reason I like Montessori is because it's so laid back. The children can just come into the classroom, it's quiet, they can go to practical life, wash clothes, they can go to math and do math, but it has this serenity about it that just I mean, you walk into those classrooms and it's unbelievable. You can have 25 kids in there and you don't even know.
Absolutely, I can say that firsthand too because I've been to the school and toured, and my little one's starting their coming up soon. I'm
we're
so
excited. Monday.
Yeah, yes. But it is interesting because you'll walk by a class of, what you would imagine to be loud kind of youngsters, and they're peacefully working and learning, and it's sort of surprising, but
Right.
it's
The sense of
wonderful.
focus that's there is
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're intrinsically motivated and interested in what
Right.
they're doing. And
Even the 1-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
that,
yes.
sure, you have your moments in every room, but even the 1-year-olds, it's wonderful watching the 1-year-olds get their plates, set their own table. We don't have height chairs or anything like that. That's a no-no in Montessori. Children have free will, and you can't in a height chair. So the children babies sit at tables. You've seen them, and it's just wonderful how capable, if you let them, 1-year-olds are.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's so great.
Amazing
and
stuff.
Fun to chat with you. Thank you so much. We could
Well,
probably
thank
chat
you.
with you all day, but we
Yes.
appreciate your time, Cynthia. We gotta go.
Cynthia Walker from Greenway Crossing Montessori School. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be talking with Kevin from Dream House by Dream Kitchens. It's Wisconsin Family here on CW57.